there, welcome back to our channel, King of Taste. Today we're making the best carrot cake I've ever had. It's going to be 3 layers because 2 layers is just never enough with this cake. So if you come over here, I'll show you what you need. So I laid all the ingredients out here so you can see them. We've got sugar, flour, vanilla sugar. I measured out 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Then we have a bunch of carrots. We have some vegetable oil, 6 eggs. For spices, we have 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 1 teaspoon ginger, 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 2 teaspoons baking soda, and then I have here 3/4 cup of applesauce. And then for the frosting, we have cream cheese, butter, and powdered sugar. So I'm going to start by mixing the dry ingredients. I'm going to measure out 3 cups of flour. So 1 cup, 2 cups, and 3 cups. So now I'm going to add all of these spices and baking powder and everything. And I just like to whisk this to make sure they're really well blended. As you can see, it's pretty well combined, so I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. So the next step is to grate all of these carrots. And I would definitely recommend using the smallest grate that you have. The big one's just going to leave you with chunks of carrot in your cake, which is not what you want. So we've got all the carrots grated up here. It should be about 4 cups, but I'm going to measure it out. So 4 and a little bit more, but I think it's all right. So now it's time to mix the wet ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the brown sugar. We're going to add a cup of white sugar. Adding that vanilla sugar, or if you're using vanilla extract, you can add that too. Maybe a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to add a cup of oil. So I'm just going to go ahead and stir that together first. And now I'm going to add the eggs one at a time. Now I'm going to add the applesauce in and mix that. And now it's time to add in all the grated carrots. So they all fit in the bowl. And you're going to want to stir that really well to combine them. I'm going to add the flour now, but I'm just going to start with like 1 cup at a time and then mix, because this bowl is very full. So there it is, it's ready. I'm just gonna prepare the cake pans and then portion it out. Preheating the oven to 180 Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. So you're gonna need 3 9-inch cake pans. I'm gonna butter and flour them. And I'm actually gonna bake all 3 cakes separately because I find they bake a lot more evenly if it's just 1 cake in the oven. So take a little bit of butter with your fingers, or you could do this with a paper towel if you prefer, and just smear it all around the pan. Make sure it's evenly coated also on the sides and in the corners. So now the pan has been buttered evenly all over. You can see there's a thin layer. I'm just going to sprinkle some flour in the bottom and just use my hand to tap the bottom of the pan and lightly coat the pan with flour. So now I'm going to add 1/3 of the batter into the cake pan. So the oven is hot, it's done preheating, so I'm just going to stick this in. And the cake should bake for around 30-35 minutes, so we'll come back and check it. All right, the cake has been here for 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and check it with a toothpick. So if it comes out clean, then go ahead and take it out. And if you want to take a butter knife and just push it around the side of the cake to make sure it's loosened from the side. And then we'll try to flip the cake out of the pan. Just lay that down on the plate. Perfect. And I'm just gonna let the cakes cool completely. Now that the cakes are done, it's time to make the cream cheese frosting. So I've got 1 cup of butter measured out here. I'll add that to the bowl. And then I have 2 cups of cream cheese, also already measured out, so I'll add that. And I'm gonna whisk those together first. Or try to. So we've got it all whisked together here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some vanilla. If you have vanilla extract, go ahead and add like a teaspoon. So I'm gonna mix that in as well. And now I'm gonna add 4 cups of powdered sugar. So 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 and 4. All right, I'm gonna gently whisk these together. You want to use a bread knife if your cake is rounded at all at the top, just to make it flat. Cut off that round part. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. It's very cakey. Start with the first layer and put a big dollop of frosting. So now I'm adding the second layer. So we've got the third layer. So now we're going to try to get the sides a little bit. Just going to put some more frosting here to work with. So I'm done frosting the cake. I really like the kind of raw edge look. If you want the sides frosted, there's definitely enough frosting left. And I have some chopped up walnuts over here. I'm just gonna decorate the top a little bit. So. So the cake's done. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try, see how we did. So it is just right. It's moist enough, but not too gooey. Oh, my favorite. So thanks for watching. As always, we leave the recipe in the description below, so you can go check that out. If you like this video, please give it a like, and we'll see you next week.